Yeah, the great thing about the game is you can be gone for 2 weeks. Like I've been, and you pick right up, and for the most part, you're still competitive. You're never really out of it, no matter how bad you play. And I think that's why so many people love this game. And they certainly do have a good algorithm in matching people up by skill level. I mean, I do feel rusty, but I mean, here we are in the top 8 right now. Oh, I say that and just... But never out of the game. Now, how did I bomb that person and they're still right in front of me? They were able to tumble forward. What's up, Marat? What's going on Friday night? Looks like a top 8 finish is all we're going to be able to do on this one. I don't think I can catch anybody. Oh, Bullet Bill. That helped a little. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, brutal. I had that one. I stumbled on it. That first race was a warm-up. All right, I am currently online streaming to 0 people. Again, I don't get this. I don't understand the whole streaming, trying to find any kind of an audience for gaming. Maybe it is just for younger people, but I don't know. I mean, it's pretty bleak. All right, let's play. What's up? Sizzle. Yeah, we were streaming for a good period of... I mean, we were going on for, what, almost a month of doing it almost every single day. And just, for whatever reason, just can't get... You know, we're continually streaming to 0 people. But I mean, who wants to watch some old dude playing Mario Kart World? So I get it. But with the amount of people that are on YouTube swiping and scrolling through, and then when I'm scrolling through at night and seeing the content that's out there and hundreds of people watching, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I can't pull 1, 2 consistent people. There are people doing live streams just sleeping. They're sleeping and have the camera on them, and they've got 100 people watching. My day's been fine. Been a little busy trying to get caught up so I can get online and play a little Mario Kart tonight. So I was excited to get everything hooked up again. Live stream. Hopefully talk to a few different people from all over the place. See what everybody's doing on a Friday night. Where are you at, Sizzle? That's how you say your name? Is it disheartening doing it when you have nobody when you're live streaming? No. It's going to take time. But I think that's why people get so discouraged at the beginning. They don't give it enough time to build up a small little community and to stick with it. And you got to give people something to watch. I think, I say that, and I just gave you the option, or I gave you the example of somebody just laying there sleeping, doing nothing and pulling in a bunch of people watching. But there is something kind of interesting about that. SC, is that South Carolina or Southern California? Now, I will say, for guys versus girls doing the live stream, 1,000 times harder for guys to pull in an audience than it is for a girl. And we've all seen the ones where you're You have a pulse. If you're a female and you do live streaming, you're going to pull an audience. I think for guys, inherently, it's just going to be a tougher thing to live stream. For the most part, there's always going to be exceptions, right? South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina one time. Did a travel story for our newspaper. Is that Kiowa Island? Is that in your area? I think that was South Carolina. That was the South Carolina trip we did. Yeah, girls, I mean, is it about looks? Yes. And I think there is the more attractive you become on the scale, the more you're going to end up pulling on a live stream. And you don't even have to do anything. I mean, case in point, and look, I am not hating on anybody, on any of our girls, any of our ladies that are out there that are pulling in audiences. You guys are doing what you do, and if you're pulling an audience, good for you. But you watch all of these videos to where they're just, all they do is just lip sync videos and do these dances. They're not doing really anything but just kind of looking cute, and you can pull an audience that way. For the guys, we just can't do that. And I don't think necessarily the guys, I don't know, I don't think that we necessarily would want to do that, right? At some point, I think if you're one of these girls that are building an account off of you do nothing but lip sync to videos, at some point you have to be like, what am I doing? Now, yeah, it's easy for me to say because, you know, I'm streaming to usually 0 people, and then these girls are streaming to hundreds, if not thousands of people. But at some point, they've got to get bored of doing it. There has to be some kind of a substance, don't you think? And the same with the guys that are on there just watching them. We all stop and look for a little bit. Doesn't matter how old you get. But sometimes you just kind of get bored. You're like, you need some substance. I'm not saying I provide that substance. I mean, for God's sake, I'm playing Mario Kart World. But I've had friends that, I've had female friends, older, that they try to pull in an audience doing something that they care about, they're interested in, and they can't, for whatever reason, get the views, get the likes, or whatever. And then you can see where they have a weak moment to where they're like, you know what? If I sex it up a little bit, I can get the views. And I mean, again, more power to you if you have the ability to do that. What's your sizzle? What? And I hope I'm saying your name close enough or whatever. But what content do you make by chance? What's your demographic, actually? You a young guy, old guy? And what kind of content do you make? Son of a gun, I'm not even paying attention, and I just won the frickin' race. This does not happen. I've only won one time ever online. in a race. And that's when I'm like feeling really good and paying attention. I'm going on a rant, not even paying attention to what I'm doing on the thing, and I just end up winning the race. Sizzle. Okay, so since Sizzle's a young guy, okay, right? I think I get it that you're a guy, maybe. So Sizzle, tell me what it is that you're doing on your channel or your account, and if YouTube is your main platform. I'm curious. I'm still trying to make these clips of Call of Duty, but haven't posted yet. Okay, so you're into the video games and the Call of Duty. You're into the shoot 'em up stuff. Now, is that the type of content that you watch for fun? And is it just video games? Is it just Call of Duty? Because what I do here on my entertainment channel is everything that is under the entertainment umbrella that I find interesting. It's a little bit of video games, a little bit of movies, a little bit of music, a little bit of technology stuff. And be honest, let me ask you, when you come across these girls doing their little, you know what they do on their accounts, okay, where they're not really offering much in terms of substance, you'll stop and watch occasionally if someone strikes your fancy, but you get bored with it, don't you? You scroll past because it's boring from the start. I get it. No, but there was a time to where you would stop, right? If we're being honest. I mean, I'm honest. There's moments where somebody will catch my eye and I'm like, oh, who's this? And then I'll check out their account just to see if they offer something else. And it's nothing but the miming of the songs. It's I don't know. I know I'd sound like a hater. I get it. If the shoe was on the other foot, what would I do? And I think that I don't think I could just do completely superficial stuff, even if I was just raking in the views and all that stuff. I would have to maybe combine it with stuff that I'm interested in, that has a little substance, and then toss in a little flavoring. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think I would be embarrassed, even if I had 1 million subscribers. If I had 1 million subscribers, I think I'd do just, who knows what I'd be doing. But it's one of those things to where it's like, but what do you do? Oh, well, I just look hot and I lip sync to videos. See, this is the normal finish for me. When I get into talking and not paying attention, I usually suck. So that's why when I won that race there, that was the anomaly. Let's see here. Sometimes, but I mainly seeing men making channels. But I mainly seeing men. I mainly go outside and go do something outside. But I'm sick right now, so I can't. Sadly. What are you sick? What's going on? I just like talking to all sorts of different people. And as much as people have warned me about just like what weirdos on here or something, I that has not been the case for me yet. Now I've only started this a few months ago when I quit my job for YouTube. Again, not to just do one channel, but 5 channels. But I have yet to come across, I mean, I've come across some just different people, but I haven't come across anything kind of weird or anybody doing like messing with me. Oh, you think you have a fever or cold? Don't know yet. Well, I mean, you got make sure that you get better. Take care of yourself. It sucks being sick and just not feeling good. But right now, with the 5 channels that I do, I'm still trying to figure out how to do things. Like, I'm not stressing too much about subscribers or hours just yet. That's going to have to come because, I mean, let's face it, I quit my job to do this, right? But it's not something to where I have to pay a mortgage right off the bat. It's something that I want to do because I think it's a creative outlet. Something that I'm curious to see if I can get it done somehow. And I'm not looking to make, like I said, I'm not here to make a mortgage on YouTube, but I am going to have to bring in something at some point. And seeing what's out there, that's why I'm saying it can't be that hard. Well, 5 channels. When I tell people 5 channels, that does sound crazy. I grant you that. But here's the thing, it's more of an organizational thing behind the scenes. Because I enjoy so many different subjects, topics, but I understand that a subscriber isn't going to be interested in everything that I do. Okay? So the 5 channels are broken down into basically 5 of the main big topics that I'm interested in. And it's just a way to organize the content so that people that are just interested in, let's say, entertainment stuff, which is like video games, movies, music, usually that kind of content interests the same people. They're going to be more apt to subscribe to my entertainment channel. Whereas on my DIY channel, where I'm going around the house fixing things, talking about Milwaukee tools, stuff like that, well, those people they don't give a shit about video games. I mean, some of them might, but those people that are just into DIY stuff and fixing things are more apt to want to subscribe to a channel to where every time they come on that channel, they know exactly what kind of content they're getting into. Same with the food channel that I run, right? So I just try to organize my content into 5 major channels that makes it easy for people to want to consume that content. That's all. So that's when I say 5 channels, yeah, it sounds crazy, but I'm not doing really 5 channels worth of content. It's going to take me a while to build up content on all 5 channels. But what this allows me to do is to not get burned out on doing one thing all the time. That's my strategy. So on the back end, doing the maintenance of 5 channels, yeah, that's crazy. That's hard to do. That's a lot of time. But where it's going to help me in the long run is I'm not going to get burned out by doing just, let's say, video games all the time, or just food stuff all the time, or just DIY stuff all the time. There may be a week or two where I'm like burned out on DIY stuff, right? Well, that's fine. I don't have to go around fixing stuff and filming how to do things. I can go play on the, go grab some records, go sit down, listen to some music, make some content that way. Yeah, no problem, says, well, you don't have to, you can just come and go. No need to let me know. I appreciate it, though. It looks like we're going to be eliminated here. Yep. Oh, man. Like on the entertainment channel, just for example, because I do think there's a lot of things that kind of go together. I'm here playing my game, but if you're watching on the vertical stream, you'll notice at the very top that I posted 4 of the last movies that I saw, and then the ratings that I have for those movies. So a lot of people that are into video games are also into movies, watching movies, rating movies. So that's kind of what my entertainment channel is about. So Sizzle, what do you... Is your channel just Call of Duty? Or you haven't even gotten to that point yet to where you've actually put a channel together? That's just the game that you like. You know what I forgot to bring downstairs before I got on? Something to drink. Really, when I say 5 channels, it's 4 channels and a hub channel. You're probably like, well, what do you mean a hub channel? There's 5 total channels that I'm running, 4 of which are main topics. So one is entertainment, which you guys are watching now. Another one is DIY. One is sports, and then another one is food and eats. Those are the 4 channels. My hub channel, this is all part of my strategy, right? The hub channel is all of that content into one channel, and then anything that fits outside of those 4 things can also go on that hub channel as well. So that's kind of the variety, but that's the one that's like people that are interested in what I'm up to and doing can just follow me on the hub channel. They'll see everything. But then the people that are like, I don't care about sports. Well, if you want to see sports, then you can just follow me on one of the other channels. So that's why I'm doing multiple channels, is I'm keeping in mind the people that are subscribing and are consuming the content, just to make it easier on those people to find the content that they want to see. Because none of us want to get online and see a bunch of stuff we don't want to see. Oh, you haven't had time to film anything. Okay. You at least have the channel set up? You hate the brain rot stuff. Explain a little bit more on that. Expand on that for me. And if there's anybody out there that's wanting to do a channel, but they're just like, oh, I don't know how to do it, or my stuff is gonna suck, or nobody wants to listen to me, just start it. And just start posting content. And one of the things I always tell people that at the job that I was at before I quit, talked to a lot of the young kids that were there, and they all had this kind of spark they've all wanted to kind of try either their own channel, or they wanted to do a podcast, or they just wanted to be part of a channel or a podcast talking about movies, something like that. But they always have too much self-doubt. Nobody wants to listen to what I have to say. And they always kill that idea at the very beginning. You are your own worst enemy most of the time. And I just tell them, look, embrace the attitude of, fuck it, just do it, right? Who cares? Don't be afraid, like for live streaming. I was talking to a friend, this is 6 months ago. She was like, I started live streaming, nobody was watching, I just got embarrassed, so I quit doing it. I said, why? Who cares? You should embrace, like I do. I embrace and make fun of myself when there are 0 people on here watching. It was tough when you first start and nobody's on here, because you feel like you're on your own TV show and there's people watching you and they're saying, oh my God, he's live streaming, and nobody's watching. And the first couple times, yeah, it might bother you. But once you you embrace that, it's just kind of fun, and it's funny, and it's something to talk about. There's some people that stream this Italian stuff. You would have to look it up to understand it better. Huh. But the things that you're into, this is just anybody, not just Sizzle. But for anybody that's out there, that there is somebody out there that will be interested in what you have to say. It's just a matter of them finding you. And if you only do it a handful of times and then give up and quit, or you only do it for a few months and quit, you're not giving yourself enough of an opportunity for those people to find you. And if there's one, there's going to be a dozen. And if there's a dozen, you know there's hundreds of people that are out there that are interested in the same thing that you are. No matter how weird of a thing that you're into or not, you're going to find your people. But you have to just get out there. You have to cast that fishing pole out in that lake and keep doing it until you start finding people. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you hanging out, Sizzle. I mean, I'm usually on very random. I don't have any set times or anything, but I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you get better. Hope you get some stuff posted on your channel. But see, that's the thing. It's like, I could be on here for an hour or two streaming, playing games, just mindlessly, just decompressing from the real world on a Friday night. I talk to one person, that's enough. for me for the night. Most of the time, I'm talking to nobody. There is nobody on here. And that's fine too. But I just think it's interesting that somebody I've never met before, wherever the hell they live, and if we have a conversation on here, you're like, oh, it's kind of neat to think that there's one person in the world that you didn't know existed and you just had a conversation with them. So when I, get off here, I'll be like, hey, I talked to some guy named Sizzle who's sick, who likes Call of Duty, wants to start a channel or wants to start posting to his channel. Had no idea this person existed before getting on tonight. And that was worth the stream. Yeah, we'll see you, Sizzle. When I used to have a gardening account, I started gardening back in 2014, right? Started up a gardening account, but I was just watching other gardeners. I was getting into gardening, found it interesting. All I want to do when I got home from work is to look at what people are growing in their gardens. I didn't interact with anybody, didn't want to. I didn't post anything on my account. This was on Instagram at the time. It was just a gardening account for me to watch and look at other gardening content. I was de-stressing by doing it. And the longer I was kind of watching it every day, logging in, looking at a tomato, a cucumber, eggplant, the more I started to see the same people over and over again. And I started to feel like I started to know them. And then I started making a comment here or there. And then after a while, they started making comments or replies back. So then you're starting up this friendly relationship with people. And it just became this really community of people that I met for over 10 years within the garden community. Not only all over the United States, but around the world, of people that I would talk to on a regular basis. And really not only just about gardening, but we talk about just about anything. Because you kind of find your people, no matter what kind of account you have, you start talking about things outside of just the one singular topic, your niche. Because you found people that have the same sense of humor, that have the same interests that you do. So that was the neat part about starting from scratch in a community and then building that up. I did that for a good almost 10 years. Built up a nice little following on Instagram. Decided, well, let's see what TikTok's all about. Let's build up our account there on TikTok. Built that one up. And then lo and behold, I had 10,000 followers on Instagram, 50,000 on TikTok, and I was having fun. But then it became a job. And it felt like every time I opened that stuff up on a daily basis, whether it was Instagram or TikTok, I was like, oh, I have to do work. And because it was just in gardening, I was getting burned out and starting to resent everything. I started to resent the gardening, which when I first started was what was calming me down and separating me from reality. It started causing more stress. So I started to resent not only the gardening, but seeing the same thing over and over again. And so I quit cold turkey. People thought I was crazy, and that I'm giving up on those communities just like that. I don't know. So got away from social media for a little bit. And then I was like, some of the things that I learned that I liked and I don't like, that I would do different? What if I do it again, but change some of those things that I don't like? Change some of those things that don't work for me and start up a whole nother thing. Let's just start it on YouTube. Can I do it on YouTube? It can't be that hard. So that's where we're at right now. I still can't believe I won that race and I was in the middle of like some kind of a tirade. And I guess it wasn't really a tirade, but like I was getting into it. I think that was more of the Jedi mindset taking over. You know, how Luke just closed his eyes and landed the proton torpedoes inside of the air duct of the Death Star. That's kind of what I was doing, I think. I gotta figure out what we're gonna watch tonight when the wife gets home. We started with a rewatch of Game of Thrones, so we're on season 4. We've been watching an episode a night. But I know that we've got 2 movies that she said she wanted to watch with me, so I've been waiting to watch it with her. I'm starting to lose my patience because I want to watch them. One is Seven Samurai, Criterion Collection movie. What's the other one? Oh, the other one is what is that other one? It just popped in my head, and then I was going to get ready to get hit by a turtle shell. Oh, Lawrence of Arabia. Now talk about 2 movies that you're going to have to watch and you have to like put your phone down. Because you can't watch those kind of distract. You have to pay attention, especially Seven Samurai, I would imagine. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneak in there. Mm. Which time we got? Time for one more. Didn't play that one right. Darn it. All right. We are out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one.